That means there's no life until the prophet came on the scene. Read.
And Ahab called Obadiah, which was the governor of his house.
So he was second in charge. So watch this. Here's the wicked king talking to a righteous servant. He had a righteous servant in his house, and he's not even acknowledging that Obadiah, which was the governor inside of his house, that's the reason why his house is even being sustained. Even though that the king is crooked. I can't get no help up in here. I can't get no help up in here. Read.
For it was so, when Jezebel cut off the prophets of the Lord, that Obadiah took an 100 prophets and hid them by 50 in a cave.
Oh, look. Come here, sweetie. Come here. So here it is. She represents 50 prophets. I represent 50 prophets. Marquita represents Obadiah. So now you got 50 here, 50 there, and we're all hold this up, and we're all in the cave. Oh my God. So can you imagine how cramped that cave had to be with 50 prophets in it? But at the same time, just imagine the power of God that was.
Amen.
Amen.
Read.
And fed them with bread and water.
So in other words, he was sustaining because he humbled himself and he fed the prophets. And even though that he was the governor in an unrighteous king's house, because he was feeding the prophets, he was still being a blessing unto the wicked king.
Amen.
So he was, here it is, he was serving at two places. He was making sure that the prophets that the prophets of God would not get killed off. And then at the same time, he was being a servant unto a wicked king.
Jesus.
Have you ever been in a position like that? Have you been dealing with, have you ever dealt with, you're being a blessing to someone that you know that's in dire straits, but yet when you go to your place of business, establishment, or home, that somebody wicked is there dwelling.
Amen.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Read.
And Ahab said unto Obadiah, Go into the land until all fountains of water, until all brooks. Peradventure we may find grass to save the horses and mules alive, that we lose not all the beasts.
Now watch this. Now Elijah just told him that the rain ain't gonna come until I come and tell you.
That's right.
So he got Obadiah looking through all the fountains, the brooks, and everything, knowing that they dried up. Knowing that they dried up.
That's so rude.
What did you do?
Go out there and go find me some water. Because the horses and the mules and everything is getting ready to die because they ain't getting no life. I don't care if you got to look. I don't care if you got to pick up a rock and squish it like a lemon. Make some water come out that rock. Oh my God, read.
So they divided the land between them to pass throughout it. Ahab went one way by himself, and Obadiah went another way by himself.
Yeah, come on, read.
And as Obadiah was in the way, behold, Elijah met him.
Watch this. So now, oh my God, God set this thing up so sweet. Watch this. Ahab is in the wilderness. Ahab is in the wilderness.
Amen.
Ahab is in the huh? And here's Obadiah in the valley of decision, walking into God.
Jesus.
Here's Obadiah walking in the valley of decision unto God, unto the prophet of God, unto the one that can release the rain. While this fool over here is in the wilderness with the fountains that are dried up, with the brook that's dried up, trying to pick up a rock to get water out of it, ain't nothing happening. Huh? And here's the righteous man walking into the God man that can release the rain.
Jesus.
So because he sustained the prophets with bread and water, God allowed for him to walk to the man of God that could release the rain. Oh, have mercy. Read.
And as Obadiah was in the way, behold, Elijah met him. And he knew him and fell on his face.
Wait, so Obadiah knew who Elijah was.
Amen.
He knew how God looked. He knew the smell of God.
All right. All right.
He knew the aroma of God.
Amen.
He recognized.
All right. All right.
How many people know that you are God's chosen? There's something different about them. There's something different about them. I can't put my finger on it yet. But I know that, I know what it is. You a believer, ain't you?
Amen.
And every time, watch this, and every time, I realize something, it don't make a difference on what you may be going through. You always got a smile on your face.
Amen.
How do you do that? Read.
Art thou that my Lord Elijah? And he answered him, I am.
Watch this. In other words, I am. I want you to catch that. I am that I am. I am.
Jesus.
I am the provider. I am your sustainer.
Amen. Jesus. Yes, Lord.
I am. Read.
Go tell thy Lord, behold, Elijah is here.
Go tell the wicked king, go tell simpleton that Elijah
is here.
That the prophet, that the man of God is here. Read.
And he said, what have I sinned that thou wouldest deliver thy servant into thy hand of Ahab to slay me?
Now watch this. Obadiah said, you want me to go tell Michael? The man whose house did I stay at? You know he wicked, I know he wicked. And you want me to go tell him that Elijah sent me? He'll kill me. Read.
As the Lord thy God liveth, there is no nation or kingdom, whither my Lord have not sent to seek thee. And when they say, he is not there, he took an oath of the kingdom and nation, that they found thee not.
Read.
And now thou sayest, go tell the Lord, behold, Elijah is here.
He told them again. Once again, let him know that I'm here. Let him know. In other words, he's not going to touch you. He's not going to do anything to you because he's trying to get to me. Oh my God. Watch this. When the people concerning you, woman of God, see that how because you making this trip and how things in your life are really getting ready to overtake you, they're gonna ask you, where did you go?
Amen.
Who did you get in contact with? Because now stuff is blossoming in your life.
Amen. Amen.
Things are getting ready to blow up concerning you.
Amen.
You got the promotion. Business getting ready to take off.
Amen.
Moving to your house.
Amen.
Right up getting a new car.
Amen.
I can't get no help up in here.
Nope.
And how did all this happen? All she just did was she just made one trip from Arlington and came to Dallas and seen this little crazy man and his little wife. They were dressed in all white.
Amen.
Come to find out that he is a prophet.
Amen. Amen.
And his wife is a prophetess too, but they're both apostles.
Amen.
And ever since that she crossed their threshold, her life has changed dramatically.
Amen. Amen.
Read.
And now they saith, Go tell thy Lord, behold, Elijah is here. And it shall come to pass, as soon as I am gone from thee, that the Spirit of the Lord shall carry thee whither I know not. And so when I come and tell Ahab, and he cannot find thee, he shall slay me. But I, thy servant, fear the Lord from my youth.
In other words, so now he's saying, now even though I know that if I go tell this fool that you here and you happen not to be there, I have been serving God ever since I was young. So if he kills me or not, I know that I'm still going home with the Lord.
Amen.
Read.
Was it not told, my Lord, what I did when Jezebel slew the prophets of the Lord? How I hid 100 men of the Lord's prophets by 50 in a cave.
Now God knew this already. Elijah knew it already.
He didn't have to tell him.
He didn't even have to tell him. Read.
And fed them with bread and water. And now thou sayest, Go tell the Lord, behold, Elijah is here. And he shall slay me. And Elijah said, As the Lord of hosts liveth before whom I stand, I will surely show myself unto him today.
Now he's saying, now Elijah's saying, I am going to show myself before your knucklehead king. I am going to show myself. He will see my presence on today. Read.
So Obadiah went to meet Ahab and
he went to go meet Ahab.
And Ahab went to meet Elijah. And it came to pass when Ahab saw Elijah that Ahab said unto him, Art thou he that troubleth Israel?
Wait, go ahead. Watch this.
And he answered, I have not troubled Israel, but thou and thy father's house.
Did you catch that? He said, I'm not the one that troubled Israel, but you and your hard-headed fathers. That means your father and his father and his father and his father. Y'all all rebelled against the will of God.
Amen.
And you want to say that it's my fault that the reason why y'all are in trouble the way that y'all are in trouble. It's not because of me, it's because of y'all. How many people have you tried to tell that nothing is going to change, not unless if you have a change of heart and a change of mind?
Amen.
How many people have you told that to? And they still want to do things what? Their way.
Yep.
So what? So what is retarded? Expecting a different result from doing the same thing. The person's retarded. And guess what? A person with Down syndrome is smarter than a retarded person that looks normal. Amen.
Amen.
Because watch this, the person with Down syndrome, right, knows the difference in between right and wrong, just like the retarded person.
Mm-hmm.
But the retarded person gonna keep on doing it right. The retarded person gonna keep on doing the same thing. The Down syndrome person gonna be looking at the first. You know you crazy, right? You know you stupid, right?
Amen. Amen.
Huh? You know you crazy, right?
Keep doing the same thing.
You keep on doing the same thing, ain't nothing changed. Read.
In that ye have forsaken the commandments of the Lord.
See? Because of him and his fathers, they have forsaken the commandment. They did not bother to do what God commanded them to do. And I believe through this particular sermon, we have all come out our valley of decision.
Quit.
Amen.
Huh?
Amen.
We have all come out our valley of decision because we know that regardless of whatever the situation may be, we must keep our hand in God's hand.
That's right.
Amen?
Amen.
I'm done.